In today's video, I'm going to show you how to manage GDPR compliance processes with Monday.com in a simple, structured, and scalable way. If you're handling data protection responsibilities, tracking compliance tasks, or preparing for audits, this setup will help you stay organized and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully functional GDPR compliance board that you can customize for your organization. And if you find this helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more practical Monday.com tutorials. Now, let's get started. The first step is to create a dedicated compliance board. Inside Monday.com, click on the plus icon in the left sidebar, then select New Board. Give your board a clear and specific name, such as GDPR Compliance. This makes it easy to identify, especially if you manage multiple boards across different teams. Once your board is created, you'll want to organize it using groups. Groups help you categorize compliance items based on their current stage. Rename your first group to Review. Then add another group called In Progress, and a third group called Completed. This structure gives you a clear workflow view of your GDPR processes, from initial review all the way to completion. Next, let's set up the columns that will power your compliance tracking. Start by adding a text column. This will be used for the process or record name. For example, you might enter items like Data Processing Agreement Review, Cookie Policy Update, Data Subject Access Request, or Vendor Risk Assessment. After that, add a status column. This column will represent the compliance status of each task. You can customize the labels to something like To Do, In Progress, Waiting on Information, and Completed. The status column is essential because it gives you a visual overview of where everything stands. Now add a date column. This will be used for review dates, deadlines, or audit checkpoints. GDPR compliance often involves recurring reviews, so having due dates clearly visible ensures you stay proactive instead of reactive. Then add a people column. This allows you to assign responsibility to specific team members. GDPR compliance works best when accountability is clear. By assigning an owner to each task, everyone knows exactly who is responsible for moving it forward. Once your columns are in place, it's time to make your board smarter with automation. Click on the Automations button at the top of your board, then select Add New Automation. Monday.com provides ready-made automation recipes that are perfect for compliance workflows. For example, choose an automation that says when status changes to completed, notify someone. Configure it so that when a task is marked as completed, the responsible person or compliance manager is notified automatically. This creates a built-in communication system and reduces the need for manual follow-ups. You can also explore additional automations, such as reminders when a due date arrives or notifications when a status hasn't changed for a certain number of days. These small automations can significantly reduce compliance risk by ensuring tasks are never forgotten. Now that your structure and automations are ready, it's time to add your actual GDPR tasks and processes. Click on Add Item within the To Review group. Enter each compliance activity as a separate item. For example, Record of Processing Activities Update, Privacy Notice Review, Data Breach Response Plan Audit, or Third-Party Processor Assessment. For each item, assign a responsible team member using the People column. Then set a realistic due date using the Date column. Finally, update the status column to reflect whether the task is ready to start or already in progress. As work begins, simply drag and drop items between the To Review, In Progress, and Completed groups. This gives you a clean visual pipeline of your entire GDPR compliance program. Over time, this board becomes a living compliance hub that documents actions, ownership, and timelines, which is incredibly valuable during internal reviews or external audits. By setting up this structured board in Monday.com, you're not just tracking tasks, you're building a transparent, accountable, and repeatable GDPR compliance system that can scale with your organization. And that's it. You now know how to manage GDPR compliance processes with Monday.com using boards, columns, automations, and structured workflows. If this video helped you, make sure to like and subscribe for more step-by-step software tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.